from a gloomy, dreary Sydney Harbour for the first heat of the JJ Gilton and 18-foot skiff championships. Been raining all day here in Sydney, and there's a southerly breeze that's up and down, and the fleet are almost, they're all out here. We're just getting the starters to lay the line. I'm Peter Shipway. I'll be with you all week, and along with Andrew Buckland and Warwick Rookland. So, Andrew, give us your prognosis on the weather today.
Well, shippers, well, you should ask, in that it's an alarming looking day. You know, south-southwest wind, quite cool here, maybe 21 degrees. A little bunch of little troughs and things. Today's going to be what I would describe as low range little rig for these guys. Tide about to start flooding. There'll be more wind on the front of each squall and less in the back, as is ever the case. But we can expect it'll be pretty grey, and there'll be times in this race where there won't be quite enough wind for their little rigs, but equally there'll be times where the big rig may have been a bit too much.
To add to the complications, we've got right about 200 or 300 metres upwind of the starting line Her Royal Highness the Queen Elizabeth, one of the Cunard massive ships that's lying on the course, and the starters are trying to get a starting line down behind her at the moment.
But Pete, you make a good point, and Was, maybe you can help a bit here. Sydney Harbour looks like an obstacle course today, doesn't it, already?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Saturday is always the busiest day of the week for traffic. A lot of it is other yacht clubs tend to do most of their starting on Saturdays, and then all the commercial boats and not what. But the Queen Elizabeth is, as Pete said, is probably about a third of the way down from the committee boat towards the pin and 200 metres upwind, and putting out a huge wind shadow. And I think what's going to happen is that we're going to have a big pin end bias, or the pack down towards the pin, and then the problem with that is they've only got a very short runway till they get to the shore. So this is going to be a really tricky start, and I dare say this could really maybe change a few things. The other option that I'm seeing here is, you know, you try and own the boat, or a couple of boats away from the committee boat, flop over on port to get away from this, and then come back. But it's going to be certainly very, very tricky first beat.
Well, yes. Just looking at the alignment, though, it would appear that there may be opportunity up on the windward side of the ship, and the bow of the ship.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Looks like a nice smooth headland. Yeah. Concentrates the wind a little bit, and can be helpful. Anyway.
Yeah, no, but it's not going to be easy, because basically we're losing, you know, at best a third of our line, really, effectively.
40% of the line is of no use, in fact.
Just looking upwind towards, and you can see on camera there, looking up towards Rose Bay and Double Bay, where the boats have launched from. There's a big rain squall coming over all the Sydney's eastern suburbs, so that's going to have some tricks, no doubt, about the weather. So let's talk about a bit of a preview. We saw yesterday the invitation race, which was really a non-event. The breeze came and went, and it disappeared really for the majority of the fleet, so you couldn't read anything out of that. Asco got home first from Smeg, and then Harkin, but nothing, as I say, could be made out of that. So, Warwick, first off, give us a bit of a preview and a couple of tips from you for the 7-race series.
Well, I think I don't think there's a clear leader or favoured team to win this regatta. I personally think out of the Aussie boats, we might see the winner out of the reigning champion Smeg, Lee Napton and his boys. Thurlow Fisher, that won the Nationals in the last couple of races. Appliances Online, David Witt. Who else am I thinking? You know, obviously the New Zealand boat, form boat, is Yamaha, that's won in the last 12 months, has won every regatta in New Zealand, Fiji, and came second in the JJ's last year. And then we've got on screen now, and then from USA, Howie. I don't know that Howie's got the win in him, but he's certainly got a chance for a podium if it gets tricky. I was in the change room getting changed, and I heard Sevi Jarvan talking to Clouds, Roger Badham, and he thinks today will be the windiest day. So if we get a light air regatta for the rest of the week, it can open things up.
And Andrew, I guess we'd have to concur with Warwick's tips there. I think perhaps you're thinking Asco may figure as well.
Yeah, Pete. I mean, I think there's only 5 boats that could win it. Thurlow, Appliances Online, Asco, Smeg, and Yamaha. And I would have to favour Thurlow modestly at this stage, and particularly looking at the weather plan for the week, as in it looks like not really a windy week. Asco might surprise us all. They've been improving. They were certainly very fast. They don't have cohesion in the crew particularly well. They haven't sailed all that much together this year. Whereas, to make the point, and by contrast, Thurlow has been absolutely consistent and on the track at every opportunity with the same guys and substantially with 5 years of experience together. So the 2 second-ranked Australian boats, if you like, might be third or fourth ranked, Asco and Appliances Online, both of which haven't done all that much sailing together as a team. Obviously, we don't know all that much about the Yamaha boys from New Zealand, but we do know that they're capable of winning and they know how to win, and they look pretty calm and all about it yesterday. So I'd expect them to be on the podium, but I think Sydney Harbour just weighs against the possibility of them winning. The difficulties are just unique to this venue.
Yeah, and the day looks tricky again, Andrew. The wind is up and down. At the moment, we're looking at the committee vessel there. They haven't got signals up yet, but it's quite windy again here. It's up at probably 16, 17 knots at the moment, and it's coming through in quite squally conditions, as would be expected with this rain about and heavy cloud and very dreary, miserable conditions. It will clear a lot of the spectator craft off the course probably, which is a good thing in a way, that or pleasure boats off the course, and give the skiffs a bit of a clear run.
Well, Sheppers, for research purposes, I was sort of looking at the wind trace for the whole New South Wales coast earlier today, and at our favourite place, Montague Island, it wasn't blowing 20 knots, it was less than 20, but the temperature there was down, below 20 as well. So, and that's 100 odd miles to the south of here, 130 miles south of here. So this is a little bit localised, and we don't expect the conditions to change all that much through the course of the day here today. Breeze fading a little in general, but I would still say it's, if you're a brave man, you would have put the big rig in, but the whole fleet's gone little rig.
So cool, Bucko.
Yeah,
it's a bit cool. I couldn't. We're one comms down, so I'm not picking up everything you're saying real clearly. But as usual, it was very comprehensive. And for me, mate, you just go and stick your hand out the window and go second rig.
Yeah, but second rig isn't what it used to be, you see. So.
Oh, here we go. Jesus.
Now, before we get underway, let's go back and recap something that was discussed yesterday, and Andrew, you might want to develop it further, talking about the New Zealand boat.
Good one, good one.
And what you actually meant or what you didn't mean when you were talking about their sail selections from in the overall context of New Zealand boats and Australian boats.
Excuse me, Pete, can we if you just give us a little snap of what he said, and then Andrew, we've only got an hour 20 race, so your answer has got to be a little bit sharper.
Now I'm going to sit on the fence. I want Andrew to explain what he said. Himself. I want him to explain how he's going to get out of it.
I'll give you the short version.
Oh, this will be good. I've got the stopwatch on.
Now, listen, apologies to all the New Zealanders. I did mention yesterday that I thought that the two fleets, Australia and New Zealand, essentially were operating under slightly different regulations. That appears to be incorrect, and my profuse apologies, but I did believe that it was the Australian end of the fleet that had handicapped themselves, and that was the point I was attempting to make. So everybody's on an equal platform. Sorry about that, chaps.
Okay, well that's great, Bucko. It's cleared the air there.
Clear.
And talking about air, we've got plenty of it here today on the harbour.
Shippers, come on, Here it's about 15 knots.
Yeah, but it's plenty. It's good enough for everyone after yesterday's debacle.
Oh, well.
But there's rain and good pressure, and let's hope it will remain. I think it will for the duration of the race. But there might be a few gear changing on the boats to keep constant with the up and down pressure. But at the moment, it's pretty solid pressure, and we've got the starting line down. I think, Warwick, haven't we? I just can't see behind us. I think, is the line down?
Yeah, the line's behind us.
I don't know that they've moved it. I wasn't watching.
We're just coming around now, and you can see that massive.
It's going to be so tricky getting off here. And look, there's
Queen
pressure in
Elizabeth.
that. Like you were talking about that rain coming over the eastern suburbs just a minute ago, and I think we're just starting to feel the effect of that pressure increase with that. I think we've got two things here, and we've already discussed. Getting off the line and getting out of this first sector of the beat will be critical. And then I think when we looked at the angles of the boats coming out of Double Bay, this first run could be a full-on VMG run with lots of traps in it, perhaps.
Yeah, so it's course 4, Warwick.
Yeah.
And just run us through the course. We're here in Athol Bight, just near the Sydney Zoo and Taronga Zoo. So just below that for those people that mightn't be quite familiar with the harbour. So over to you, Warwick, with the course.
And just a reminder, on the website you can actually see they've got a graphics of each course, which will give you a bit better indication of what we can verbalise to you. But we're down, for people that know Sydney Harbour or Sydney a little bit, we're just down off Taronga Park Zoo, and they will go upwind, fairly short beat but tricky beat, as we said, up to Double Bay, and then they head all the way up the harbour down to, sorry, just got into sequence.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
I'll hand over to Bucko because I'm just doing the timing. Sorry, folks. And then they head all the way down the harbour. What could be a big VMG run down towards Sydney Heads, Obelisk Bay, and then a long windward beat all the way up into Rose Bay around Shark Island, and then back down towards this vicinity here. And they basically do that twice. And then they beat up to the finish. So, but have a look on the website. It's pretty good graphics in there. All right, boys, we get sorted here.
There's the committee boat with John Winning Jandu behind it, the class veteran and former winner of the JJs. He's put so much into this class, and he will be a very consistent performer.
Yeah, 4 minutes, and in fact, Peter, he finished third in the Nationals.
Yep, terrific effort.
He's had a great season. Got a new lineup this year. Got Michael Kennedy in the bow, Berger, and Cameron McDonald in the centre, in the sheet.
Yeah.
Both good operators, both very experienced.
And he does well for a bloke that's nearly 80, so it's a terrific performance.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I'm being unkind.
He's
a little younger. But it's phenomenal, really, how he gets out there and does
62, I think, 63.
A bit older, yeah.
Incredible.
But here we are, we're just...
Well, the enthusiasm, that's the big thing, Ship, is to want to come out here.
Exactly.
Every week, year after year, and he does it the Saturdays as well.
Yeah. Most blokes his age are sitting by the fire with the slippers and a pipe today, but not Woody.
Not a bad idea, Shippers, really.
And how long we got, Warwick?
3:05.
Okay, coming up to 3 minutes. Plenty of breeze.
Yeah.
And
A little bit of clearing sky, boys.
Yeah.
It's starting to pass over that.
still wet in Rose Bay, but
Yeah.
not over the Darling Point areas. Quite fine in Double Bay.
Tide, Bucko?
Tide just about to start flooding, and
Geez, look at the angle of the
but
start boat.
this might be contributed to by the
Queen Elizabeth.
the Queen Elizabeth here.
Yeah.
Does funny things, and
Yeah.
they had been running their engines. They've been
They still are,
holding
mate.
the boat head to wind. I think they're still doing that, actually. In fact.
That's quite disturbed water on both sides of that at the stern, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, the boats are stacking up behind us, guys. If you, I don't know, Bucko, if you can
Yeah, no, I've
pick
got a
up what's happening there.
Most
2
of the
minutes
fleet stacked
15.
up on the windward side. It'll be hard to start at the leeward end, Warwick, I would say.
Yeah.
So I
but
think we'll see a bit of congestion at this end.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very tricky start.
Yep. And
Okay,
What's
what,
that?
what are we shooting here? We're shooting at the back
Very
here
difficult.
at
Very difficult.
Yamaha. So a few boats lining up early. It's a lot of early setups. Yandu set up real early. Noakes also real early setup. It's Noakes sailing. Sean Langman's back. Kitchen Maker, Steve Quigley.
And just to add to the problem was, have a look out to the port side of our boat.
Yeah, what are you seeing down the pin, Bucko?
There's a huge recreational ferry coming to
Yeah.
say hello.
1 minute 30. Yeah, traffic is always a big issue. These big boats.
Oh, look at this big cruise
Yeah,
bay is going to be
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
right in the
He's in
middle
exactly
of
the
the
wrong
fleet by the
place.
time
Yeah.
they get underway.
If we can just come a little bit right, Christoph, you pick up the two. Come a little bit to your left, Christoph. You pick up this big white. That's it. That is heading with 104. He might just get
Yeah, he
across,
might.
but he's going to leave a shadow. That's
Wow.
1 minute. First race of the JJs, Gilton, for 17.
So I was looking at the
This is the
fleet.
grand final.
Looking at the fleet, Thurlow, Smeg, both at the windward end. Yandu obviously mortgaged pretty early to get there.
40 seconds. Yandu looks well set up.
He's a
Thurlow a
bit-
little bit locked by Yandu.
He's a bit early. He's a bit early though. What?
Yeah, 30 seconds. And watch for the recalls. We clear astern.
The fleet, yeah, we're good. The fleet looks pretty calm.
Okay,
actually.
down the pin end we've got Asco. What are we looking at? We're looking at the boat end. Yandu, Thurlow, Kitchen Maker, all very locked together. 15 seconds. Compass Global Markets timing it nicely right at the boat
Yandu's
boat
over.
end.
Yandu's over, I would say.
Yeah, Andrew's calling Yandu over. Yep. Down the pin. Let's go
Everybody's
forward
over.
a little bit.
Well
Yamaha
done.
down the pin.
General
Peroni. Okay, this has got to be. Hang on. General recall.
General.
That was going to be on all day. This is a tricky line, and man, and look,
And you know who
what do
got
you
right
on
the
Thurlow?
higher?
Look, we're looking at Thurlow
Have a look
now,
at
and
the
Compass.
compass.
Watch this. See, this is
Compass.
what the wind effect of Queen Elizabeth High has just gone past because, and they've had trouble because of this other big white boat. I mean, it is carnage. The guys down the pin have done the best. The guys that braved it down there have done the best, and that's GBR 47 Peroni. So this is a really tricky line. Only a few boats going to get away from this properly.
Yeah, you've got to be middle or pinned, really.
Yeah,
I think
that's what I thought
too high
before.
up here, and you're going to get all this mess from the QE
Yeah.
too. And
Well,
It's
Shep, there's
just
enough
so
line at the
clunky.
windward end for about 3 boats. The other.
That's right.
The other.
Okay, we're
11.
on the compass, guys. Just shooting the compass.
11
They're in
T.
all sorts of trouble, and that was for that big vacuum between QE2. But they've lost a couple of blokes over the side, and they're one of the favoured boats. Maybe not the top ones, but they're certainly in the top part of this fleet.
It's really in the contest.
And looking out here, I mean, just looking forward, Noakes Youth has punched out of this.
Yeah.
Riches, they've got a really good start, got a good angle, so they've done a good job there. So we might just go and chase those, even though.
Now the fleet doesn't
they-
seem to have heeded the
Yes, I know.
committee at all.
Yeah, I know. There's. Well, as
Oh,
you
they
know,
are
Bucker,
now,
they
totally.
once the couple start peeling
Yeah,
off, they
they
all
are.
start to come back
they're
a little
coming
bit.
back now.
But we'll head up there.
But
And
Noakes Youth would have liked to have kept that start.
Absolutely.
Warwick. They had a ripper,
yeah, no, that was
high, and
yeah.
I think he was just far enough down the line to be clear air all the way through. He didn't get into this mess from the Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah,
But here they're starting to bail out now and come back.
yeah. But anyway, that blows a bit of the nerves out.
Yeah, sure. Gives them a bit of a feel for the course anyway.
Yeah. But look at this. You might be able to pick it up on screen. We're just looking a little bit forward, but the turbulence off the props on each side of this Queen Elizabeth is enormous. It's like a river. It's like pushing water out each side. Very disturbed.
Very, very turbulent, isn't
Yeah.
it? I mean, it's almost goes halfway up this massive ship, and it's
Yeah.
like a whirlpool here.
It's almost like they're just trying to hold her on station or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, this is the most difficult start line I've seen this summer. This summer I think, with all the different
The first heat test, mate.
fragrances. Yeah,
First heat
big.
test.
And you don't want to be giving them away on the first day, do you? You want to have a nice solid day if
Yeah.
you're a contender.
And Andrew, I think one of the problems or issues with the ship is it's not flying to the wind because it's a bit tide affected, so it's becoming a bigger lee, if you like. It's starting to go across the wind somewhat, and that adds to the complexities of it as well.
It's a little funnel on the windward side and a little bigger lee on the leeward side. So that's why it's affecting more of the line than it would normally.
And the problem they've got, Pete, the problem the race committee have, they don't have options, really, because they can't go and put the start line out into the channel, which is just ahead of this QE2.
They're locked in a bit, that's what we're saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, they're going to do it all again. The fleet are all coming back, as we can see. They're some are even setting spinnakers to get back quickly.
Yeah.
But we'll be into sequence shortly and see how we go the second time round. But it is difficult for the competitors, difficult for the committee as well. We've got to be sympathetic with them, I think, in a day like this.
I agree, Peter.
Yeah, I mean, one possibility for the committee would be to move the whole line up so that the committee boat is a beam of the QE, and then that would compel them to put put the pin end mark pretty much on the headland.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I just wonder though. They're in a heck of a position. I think they've got limitations on how close they can anchor on these sort of vessels, perhaps as well. But yeah, not an easy task for those guys.
It's not just a ship; it's a massive ship.
Yeah,
it's not your ordinary bath toy ship. It's certainly plenty of it. You can see it there now. It's just extraordinary size.
I call it QE2. It's not essentially Queen Elizabeth, but man, how many stories is that? It's like what, one?
It's got about 10 decks. I think it was.
And then you go to the bridge, 15 stories high.
Yeah, that's right. It's like an apartment building tipped on its side, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, so we're not in sequence yet. Still hanging off. And then the other thing is the bottom mark when they come down here again, Andrew. That's a little bit further west of where we are. Athol East. So it's not sort of laid market Athol East. I can't see it down at the moment, but this could be, this could be an issue a couple of times for these guys. Okay, we're in sequence now, under 5 minutes. We'll get back on the other side of the committee boat.
And what you're saying there is the ship could come into play again on the at the leeward mark rounding down here. But anyway, it depends where they position it, I guess. But
exactly.
It's not as though you can't miss the ship. I mean, you can certainly see it. But anyway, back into sequence again. And we'll have our second go at the getting the first race of the JJs underway. The grey Sydney Harbour. The rain has lifted a little bit.
And apparently we've got a question on our comment from the telecast from yesterday. Someone asking, are we on drone 1 or drone 2 yesterday? And the answer is we were on drone 2. Drone 1 went MIA and would be fizzing away, I would assume, somewhere.
Drone 1 turned into a bottom of the harbour scheme, was?
Yeah. 4 minutes. Let's rotate here.
And drone footage might be a bit in short supply today for our viewers because of the conditions.
Yeah, okay.
There's the committee boat, and we've got how long to go there, Warwick?
3:30.
3.5 to go. So another smaller cruise catamaran goes across the starting line, but he's going to be well cleared. Still plenty of breeze. Andrew, what do we got there?
14
knots, yep.
14.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. Low range little rig. Here's a problem a bit, Pete. I think the little cruise boats think the QE's an attraction, so as part of their tour, the sun's not shining, so we're going to have something to look at, right?
Yes, correct.
So that's what's happening a little bit, I think. This breeze
Okay,
though,
coming
showing
up at
signs
3
of
minutes.
going away, Peter, for me. Look at the flags on the top of the harbour bridge, mate. They're very dusty, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're probably so wet they can't
Yeah.
get any elevation.
Well, that's possible.
So what are you seeing at the back, Andrew? At your shippers at your side, how they're starting to stack up with 240 to go.
240.
This time I'm seeing Yandu having a crack at the more down towards the pin.
He's come back. If we look at him, he's
Right.
tacked, and
Look who's in the way now, the Flying Saucer.
breeze has gone. It's gone a bit left, that breeze, Andrew, or is it still
Yeah.
about?
Pete, you're quite right.
Yeah, it looks
Quite
as though
right.
it's gone a bit left, so that'll favour the pin a bit more even. So could be a gaggle of boats down that end.
Yeah.
Well, the fleet's collectively decided that the windward end isn't viable because that would necessitate 2 extra tacks probably. But,
That's 2 minutes, guys.
Except the furlough, he's hanging up this end. The furlough, yep, coming 2 minutes.
So to me, I can't quite see out the back as well as you guys, but it doesn't look as crowded at the committee boat this time, does it?
No,
Not as
the
quite,
fleet
no.
is 100 yards further left than it was
Yeah.
the first time, mate. So
It's going to be tough down there.
nobody except Furlough looking
How
at
long,
the windward
Warwick?
end, it would seem.
Please?
Of the
Oh,
leaders.
128.
128. Okay, Asco's trying to own the pin. He's the most lured boat down,
Yep.
right
One-
down on the shore.
Furlough just gone to a fair bit of effort to get
One-
Peroni's down there
close-ish
as well.
to the committee boat.
110.
110, Asco is on the pin. There's a
Okay,
minute.
that's 1 minute.
1 minute to go to the start of the first heat. After a general recall, Howie Hamlin's down there at the pin.
Yeah, breeze,
Sail
lightning
wells.
now.
Down there, Smegs
West
down there.
wind.
Most of the top contenders are middle to pin. Up at the windward end, we've got Yandu, Kitchen Maker, Maersk. I can't see
Wow.
Yamaha. Andrew, where's
Just chasing
Yamaha?
it.
Oh, I see he's in just behind Smeg.
Yeah, I tell you one thing, guys. Just saw Thurlow belting down there. Couldn't find a hole with 25 to go. Had to pull away really hard behind the back of a whole bunch of boats, just slightly out of shot. Now they're trying to find a hole just above
Got to be
Yamaha.
over down there for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. Rags is over. Howie's over.
Yeah.
Peroni, that hole.
be another
They're
general.
gone. Yeah. Well, they've got a pin identifier boat for
Yeah.
this
General
regatta,
recall
so
up
they might
to-
pick them up. You know. 3, 2. That's
Right,
it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going to happen here, boys?
General recall, I'd say, mate.
One
Yeah.
horn, 2 horns,
Yeah. This is just a really tough situation.
another general. Let's go up there,
Yeah,
Warwick, a little,
sorry.
just see.
Yeah. Good
They'll
point.
stand on for a little while. This, just see what this ship does here. Affects them, but still a big lead. You've got to be down this end, haven't Andrew?
Yeah.
Really, I think at this stage, don't you? Line 7 jumped away nicely there. He got a good line. Yamaha looks slippery, but it's all to no avail. Of course, we're on
Furlough dug his way
general
out, that
recall. It
Pete.
means we come back and do it all again. Even though they're not racing yet, Andrew, of course, with the general, that Yamaha looks well set up, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, no, they're in good nick. You know, the only question mark for them is Sydney Harbour's just an awkward place, you know, and it's so unlike Auckland Harbour. It's hard to believe, you know. So
This is a lovely summer's day in Auckland, though.
yeah,
Sorry to our friends in New Zealand, we do love you. Just a reminder, we've had a second general recall, so we're not racing as yet in the first heat. We're just steaming up with a few of the boats before they bail out to go back down to the third start. And still a good breeze, 12, maybe 14. And just seeing fleet tacking and going back.
So, U flag, Bucko.
Sorry, mate.
Could be a U flag. Soft
Well,
black.
I can't go black, surely. But
No,
then-
soft black.
Soft black, yeah.
That
Well,
sort
they
of
might
just
as well
came in
just
this.
go black. I don't know.
this
Give us an explanation there, Warwick.
So, okay, so you go off first, recall, second start, normally it's an I flag. If you're over the line with a minute to go, you have to go round the ends to restart. Now, and quite often then they used to go for a black flag. Now it's a U flag, I think it's red and white checker, which means that if you are over in the last minute, and you're identified, I think I've got this right, identified, and it's you are disqualified unless there's another general, right? And then if there's another, and then if you go into general again, regardless if they go into another general, let's say, if you're identified, you're disqualified. You're
Whereas
taken
the-
off the course.
Whereas a black flag, even if they go to another general, you're out.
Correct.
Yeah.
They'll come and get you and say,
So see you later. Go to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, difficult one because the committee would know that the line is a little bit awkward and they're precluded from doing
yeah, well that's it, isn't it,
anything
Bucko?
much different to what they're doing. So
Yeah, I mean, how harsh are they going to be under these circumstances?
Yeah.
That's the question, isn't it?
yeah,
But they've got the option of behaving. So we're in sequence. I think I can see class flag up.
We're just coming back down to the starting area again, where all the fleet are now retreated behind the line and are going to have a third go at getting this first heat away.
So I'm just seeing I flag up there. Bucko.
Yeah.
So it's just around the ends rule.
yeah.
We're over in the last minute.
So he's been kind to them
Yeah.
initially,
Yeah.
which I suppose is
Kind of fair enough, given
Yeah.
what they're dealing with.
we've got a boat capsized down behind the committee boat. A couple actually capsized.
Interesting. A few boats, practicing having a little swim. The hire. Who's the boat down to leeward? Is that? Oh, it's a 12-footer, I think. Okay. Oh, it's an 18.
I'm a little bit out on the timing. I don't think I got the 4, so we're going to have to wait until the 1 to get a clear indication of time to go. But they're all starting to set up again.
Yeah, I think we're at 2 minutes. It's funny, isn't it? Even the I flag distances everybody. It just they put another 50 metres into the calibration for
Well, the thing is, Bucko, the way the land is so close to the pin,
Yeah.
to round around there,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a bit of a task. So we've got Thurlow. Just for the viewers at home, I mean, it's obviously quite difficult today with all the rain and the cloud, and for us to see our monitors clearly, and obviously maybe you're not getting the best shots at home, but
Just coming
doing
in
our
at 1
best.
minute here was.
It's a tough day for competitors and commentators. Okay.
That's 1 minute.
Fleeta holding back this time.
Yeah.
So most of the leaders in the left hand end of the start
What
line.
have I got here?
What's that one was?
Some warning. I've got both engines. We're good. We're good. Okay, what are you seeing, Bucko?
The top boats are all at the leeward end. The fleet looking pretty calm and composed this time. We've got about 45 seconds to go. SeaTech probably is going to get too advanced down at the leeward end. They're going there at full speed. Appliances online down the leeward end as well, looking well placed. Smeg also there. SeaTech had a crash stop. There we go.
Just jump down, Bucko. We're going.
Clear start.
Okay, clear start, I think.
Okay, there's going to be a couple of boats here going to get this big shadow from Queen Elizabeth. Let's get down towards the pin boats.
Well, the Yandu may well tack back.
Yeah, you'd want to get out.
There he goes, look at that.
Now, out of shot again.
That was always an option. And would get you out in the top 5 in my estimation.
Oh, that's fabulous.
But she's a good drag race off the leeward end. Looks like Appliance has got enough speed and height to dust everybody, and they're clearing over the headland, which is probably reasonably important.
Well, Appliances Online's really jumped away there nicely. He got a terrific start. He's up to windward of Howie Hamlin in the Harkin, and then the defending champions, Smeg, all doing a nice job.
Yeah.
SeaTech's in there, and this is Cooper's up here to windward, but it's AOL Appliances Online at the moment who's jumped nicely, and Cooper's Rag and Famish looks okay here too, Warwick.
Yeah, they do.
He wasn't as far down the line, and he's got all the rights when the fleet come back on top of him.
Yep.
He's on starboard tack.
Pete, he was very fast through the water last time I used these rigs. The Rag and Famish I'm talking
Ooh,
about. Yep.
and out of shot, Noakes Youth, almost in the drink. So I don't know whether they had a bad tack.
Yeah, they had a bad tack.
Now, we're cleared on the right. Now, we should be seeing some of these boats attacked way soon on our starboard side.
Well, the
But,
Yandu's gone the other side of the ship, mate.
Yeah, they went the
Yeah.
other side, a couple of them. Yandu was one. We'll
Yeah.
see how they make out. But at the moment, Asco looks good too. He's high in the groove. Thurlow's in the mix.
She's right, mate.
But it's Cooper's
Yeah.
at the moment, I think.
They've lifted up quite nicely,
Yeah.
Cooper's Rag and Famish.
Yeah, the breeze went back to the right after the gun went, so this slightly fresher wind that we've got now, wind back up to about 16 where we are, or 15. They're not quite at full load though in the lulls, are they, Was?
Yeah, well, there are some big holes up here, right? Some
Yeah.
big lulls.
But of that group that
Asco.
went... Yeah, that's Asco. That's...
Yeah.
They were. They've just hit a bit of a header there. Of the group that started down to leeward, they are they're the clearly in front at the moment. I still
Yeah.
can't see the boats that went the other side of the ship. I can see Yandu. No, I don't think he's going to be in the picture. Is he, Yandu?
No, it's
Well, he's on the ley line, Pete, so if it
Long
flicks
way
right
down,
and builds a bit, yep.
Here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, he's out on his own. There's one
And
more
there is a
with
good
him.
line coming out of the C.
Yeah, you never know. He could be in this. Okay, here's Thurlow as tacked onto port. Asco's across him. So Asco would be leading of that big main group.
Yep.
Shippers,
I'll make a bet with you. I'd say that the Yandu are in the top 5.
Yeah, I think you're right. I was thinking the mark was further to the left, but with the mark up here just under Clark Island, I think Woody's done a pretty good job. If he can keep his height, he's certainly got the pressure. He's going to be okay.
Yeah, and right hand air coming out of Rushcutters Bay
That's
for
what he
him,
wants.
so.
Well, this will be a turn up.
And another rain squall. Beautiful. So he's probably pretty easily across Coopers, isn't he? Have a look, Pete. More right coming.
Yeah, there's some good solid puffs. I think Coopers has gone back to engage and Appliances Online. They've both tacked. And Appliances Online is behind Yandu.
Yeah.
So that put Woody in a pretty good position.
What is that weird noise? What was?
It's next going to be
Something. So nice and tricky to set up into the windward mark. Good
yeah,
pressure.
So I think Asko's going to lead
good
around.
Good pressure on the Portac ley line.
Yeah, you're right. Woody is going to be in the top.
Tough if you come in
it's funky, isn't
like,
it?
like Asko has done.
Big
so
lulls.
Thurlow's going to lead, Pete. Yeah, the Thurlow's there
Yeah,
comfortably.
Asko went short. He left himself a bit short there.
A little bit short. And look at Woody.
Yandu.
Look at Woody.
Oh dear, dearie me. Come on.
Out of screen, Yandu's just
Sorry,
falling
guys,
backwards. Big holes up in this area.
Yep.
And, yeah, it's so down. So tricky.
Very tough.
They're all scrambling here. So Thurlow leads.
Asko. Wow.
Asko second. Oh yeah, Rags.
The Thurlow
Scrappy set on
off
Asko.
was gone.
Yandu's come back. But man, this is crazy at this top mark.
There's a gaggle of boats.
Look at this.
Even the Sveg nearly in
Guys
the
coming with
there,
no
guys.
rights. Compass out of control.
Yeah.
Compass totally out of control. That was not on. He's got to do his turns, surely.
Good luck with that was.
Lee Napton not happy.
And rightly so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was poor.
Look, he's going for the set. Compass is going for the set. I can't believe that. There was no way. Yamaha jibe sets.
Gee, that's a big call.
That's a long run down the harbour to Obelisk.
Pete, 2 miles, yeah?
Yeah,
Best part
just under
of.
middle head, so it's certainly a VMG run because boats have jibed, boats have stood away
Yeah,
on starboard.
Mayhem in front of us was. Let's go down and have a
Catley,
look
the
at
New Zealand
the
veteran, getting a bit wet here. There's a bit of a
pull the main on for him,
yeah.
boys. Give him a
Give us a
hand.
hand. Get the old fella in. But, as you say, Warwick, one of your favourite words, it is funky. There's big holes in the mark here is where we're at. It's just under Clark Island, so there's a little bit of a lee there.
Yeah.
So just recapping there, we had Thurlow around first, Asko, Coopers, Harkin, Yandu, Appliances Online, and then C-Tech. That was the leading group at the first turning mark. As they jibed their way downwind, so we should go up and see what's happening up there, I guess.
Wow.
Crazy stuff. And most boats have elected to just do a normal bear-away set. We might run through the pack on the starboard tackers.
They got
Have a
good
look
pressure.
at the Yamaha was down there. Wow.
They're going to get pressure out of Rose Bay, these guys, I think, before the other guys have jived off. I don't know. But a few options.
Well, it's to where they're going, the visibility is poor. There's a lot of rain down that end of the harbour, Andrew. A lot of rain coming out of Rose Bay as well as we look in that direction. So
Noakes Youth is in shot now with Ilvay, and after that half capsize they got absolutely hammered, so they're going to really want to chip away and try and get up, get some vital positions back so they can bag some okay points today. A few of the boats start on our bow, a little bit out of shot, starting to drive back. So Cooper's out of, also out of shot, has going right to Milson Park. So good, potentially some good opportunities here to make some gains or vice versa.
yeah, plenty of breeze here now.
Yeah,
It's,
we're sort of focused on this Peroni Line 7 Smeg Compass battle, and I won't be surprised if we see Compass in the roots tonight, shippers.
Yeah, it looked messy, didn't it, for him there? It wasn't
Well inside the zone, no rights.
yeah,
Came in on port.
really made it.
There's an umpire
Stuffed it up for others.
I think if an umpire there would have been a no-brainer, by my opinion.
So they're all three strings and powering down the harbour now to more rain comes out of Rose Bay, Watson's Bay through Sydney Head.
So just slowing down here, guys. Line 7's coming in for a jibe.
Yeah, just jibe. John O'Witty,
Are we clear, starboard, please?
all clear, all clear.
You're fine, mate.
So a few options here. There's boats on either side of the harbour right now. Just to fill you in, Thurlow's gone to the western shore. Rags is coming back that way. Once we get behind, we might be able to thread our way down towards the very front guys here. But this is good stuff. This is good run. I like it when there's options on these
Yeah,
runs.
yeah, it makes it, opens the game right up.
Yeah. Nice flat water here, boys.
It's going to be a good beat too.
Yeah.
So we see Peroni coming across on
They
Port jibe.
just tied just starting to come in now, so this might get pretty rough by the next time up. Wind against the tide. Gee, and Thurlow's got a good lead, and
Peroni and shot here doing a good
Rag and
job.
Famish making a pretty good fist of it as well.
Asco on her bow having a sloppy jibe.
looking downwind at the 2 leaders. They're absolutely smoking at the moment. That Cooper's Rag and Famish. He's done a terrific job down there. He's right with Thurlow Fisher. But they disappear into the rain.
There's good battles all through this field, isn't there?
Yeah. Just see the rain tumbling down as DeLonghi goes across. Here's C-Tech coming into vision shortly, I think. What the laser was. Follow the C-Tech maybe later.
Sorry boys, there's just traffic for Africa. This is not easy.
The laser. Lasers out of the Vaucluse Club are doing their thing on a Saturday afternoon, but
It seems to have got a little bit softer down here.
yeah.
No, there was definitely a squall.
The 2 leaders have cleared out a little. Thurlow Fisher and Coopers. Bucko, they've opened up a nice lead. They'll jibe back shortly and come in to attack the mark.
You're okay, mate.
Got the veteran Howie Hamlin in 3rd spot.
Yeah, he's done a great job with Daniel Phillips.
Yep.
Skip McCormick in the bow. They together last year. Daniel, one of our past Olympians in the 49er class.
Yeah, Bryce is
Or the
going to luck up to
2000
go
games,
behind
Chris
them.
Nicholson.
So the 2 leaders are just smoking past Sow and Pigs and on approach to the leeward mark.
Yeah, which is right on our bow now, shippers.
Yeah. See Thurlow Fisher just slightly to windward of Cooper's Rag and Famish.
Yeah.
So
Thurlow looks like he's got the line pretty good, Pete, to me. Coopers looks a bit hot.
fantastic racing this. It's really going to be a good slog to windward, back up into Rose Bay. Breezes up. Boats are smoking downwind, as we can see Thurlow Fisher coming down. He's about to jibe.
Jibe drop there.
No, the
Oh, no,
mark's
oh,
further up.
oh, I gotcha,
Further
sorry.
up. So he's got starboard tack right away on Rag.
Awkward now
Gotcha.
for the
But,
Rag. Awkward.
They're above the ley line, I think, Andrew.
Yeah, I think Coopers will struggle to get there, I would have thought, but here goes. hard for us here. The Cooper's going to have to do something. Here goes the furlough.
So they've broken that overlap.
Yep.
He
Looks
did
like
a pretty
it's
good
only
job
here.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think that's what Coco was aiming for, and there's certainly. Oh, Cooper's a little bit rough. Whoa! Look.
And even the Cooper's
Oh,
had
so
to,
he's had to jibe
had to
actually.
jibe in the process.
Doing a lure drop on
Pretty
an
risky,
18.
pretty risky
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, look, and they're in trouble.
And they're in the tide.
They're in trouble.
What did I say it was risky?
Yeah,
Liz?
well, I said lure drop on an 18. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. They'll be feeling unhappy
Grand
about that.
finals, brother.
That's right.
Brings the pressure up. Okay, so at least I had the shoot down. That's one advantage for them.
Yeah, no, they'll be a bit cranky with themselves, but they won't upset their composure, but it's going to cost them a couple of places and probably 40 seconds or something like that. The C-Tech scrambles around 5th, so Cooper's, Harkin, USA, Furlough with the spinnaker in the water. Appliances C-Tech Yandu. Okay, Furlough's ready to go again. Still in front of Yamaha and ASCO.
I can't get rid of it.
What's happened to them?
Seems to go into that warning mode. We're in neutral. Don't know.
I'll put her in gear, mate.
Good point, Bucko.
Just idle forward.
Furlough's still not
How
under
about the
control.
colours here was?
Yeah. Look, on port again. No way. What? I don't know. I didn't get a full read on that one actually. There's overlap going into the zone. Not sure, but there's a lot of people really unhappy with these guys today.
Yeah, well. So, wow. The series favourite tips over, doing a tricky
Yeah.
sort of drop, jibe, drop at the bottom mark. Breeze back in the right here at the moment. And the rain just nice and even, mate. Watch the Peroni was.
Got it. Only a little bit of
Well, he just
slop
gone in.
attack there. So I think. So Thurlow now back in what, 1, 2, 8th place, I think. Thurlow back in 8th. And that breeze has kicked again, boy.
Yeah, and it is absolutely bucketing down looking upwind into Rose Bay. And
Yeah, we're just in light rain at the moment, Chip.
Yeah,
There's
but,
heavy rain shortly.
yeah,
right?
stay tuned, Bucko.
Good,
stay
good.
tuned.
All good, all good.
Trust
mate.
me on the rain, I can see it.
Right.
So we got
So we might go up, pick up on appliances. C-Tech's doing a good job, guys.
they've
he
been
looked-
there all the top half dozen all race.
Yep.
But plenty of pressure now.
That one.
So David Witt hasn't been doing every race this year. He's been other commitments with the Scallywag and based in Hong Kong now. Tommy Clout, Tommy Anderson. But these guys have been rocket ship at times.
He's like this fresher breeze too.
Yeah.
They're a big crew.
Ship it.
Yeah, he's had the pretty grunted up setting there.
Got it.
Wow.
So good battle here between Appliances Online, Yamaha, ASCO, Yandu, and tell you one boat just to our left that's coming through quite quickly is No Excuse. They're getting back up to the pack.
Yeah.
But Rag and Famish, our leader at the moment. Geez, there's some rain up in Rose Bay, boys.
We're looking forward to that, mate, aren't we?
Let's go see what can say. So there are not too many boats pushing hard into this eastern shore. Bucko?
No, and typically there's less wind on the left edge here, so you do have to be pretty careful about getting too close up. Tide beginning to flood now, so we'll,
Right.
you know,
Nice flat water.
flat water, but the beginning of the flood, real flood. So where Thurlow's coming from is not a bad starting point for your beat, kind of.
Yeah.
So they've come off the right edge,
Yeah.
got in front of Yamaha, and they look like they're back in touch pretty promptly, really, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
They're going quick. They've
Yep.
done a very
Might
good
get
job.
down with that pack, guys. There's good battle going on in that pack there. Watching Thurlow trying to get back after that mistake in the bottom mark.
He's got right
And the
back
other
into
thing
the contest.
I think, sorry Pete, that they be thinking that the wind in the next squall might be a bit to the right, I would suggest as well. Thurlow in shot now, and as we come round, should pick up the Yamaha on the left edge here too. Sorry, the C-Tech. And the Thurlow's gone back to the right. How's that, eh? Can't say I disagree, but
I just don't want to interfere with any of these boys, so we'll just drop back a little bit here.
You've got Smeg coming across here, Warwick.
Just gonna let them go across us.
He'll be across us, but it's a really good battle here for the, Cooper's
The Thurlow-
has stood out, and he's a clear leader, but
well, Thurlow had to
the
go
battle
behind
for the
Yamaha.
minor placings,
Yeah.
Yep.
there's nothing in it at all. There's a lot of racing left. The boat that's done well here, Andrew, is Yamaha. He's got himself right into the mix.
Go back a bit, was.
Just give me some comms, boys. A little bit earlier, thank you. I just cannot see with all this equipment now. Okay. Yeah, folks, if it all could go wrong, we've got a heap of comms and the rain is playing havoc with everything, and yeah, we've got our own game on here. So now they all push towards the eastern shore and head up to Rose Bay. Let's might go around the pack and go and catch up with the Cooper's Rag and Famish.
Thurlow went furthest to the right, and he's coming out of Chowder Bay, and he's got himself right back into the contest after that disaster at the leeward mark when he capsized. But it is still Cooper's Rag and Famish in the lead, doing a nice job standing into Walt Steel Point at Nielsen Park. But a huge battle for the minor placings. You couldn't, you could throw a blanket over about 6 or 8 boats.
So he takes from New Zealand.
Yeah, he's been thereabouts the whole race. Firmly in the mix, but I think right at the moment you'd probably have to say Appliances Online would be second, and Yamaha, this boat that did so well last year, is right back in the picture, Bucko.
Not interfering with
Yeah, Breeze at the moment in the left, and so these guys have done well there. What will actually happen on the face of the next rain score will determine some serious things. But the breeze fading as well before this next score. So these guys not full pressure anymore, Pete, in this sort of interim between the squalls. Patches of 2 strings only.
We're just off Steel Point at Nielsen Park, and there's the race leader, Cooper's Rag and Famish, standing out into Rose Bay, where it's pretty wet, and the breeze is quite soft here, Andrew.
Yeah, breeze below 10, big sail territory here at the corner at the moment. So, but the whole fleet with second rigs in, so everybody's just going to adapt. Cooper's just holding 3 strings. Some of the other guys are a little bit 2 string.
Comms from Shippers.
And the Thurlow's gone backwards a bit there from his adventure on the western shore. But he's still in front of Asco and Smeg, so the Yamaha looks good over here, was.
So Yamaha's stood into Nielsen Park a fair way, and Cooper's has just tacked. He's right out in the mouth of Rose Bay, if you like, and coming back on starboard. And it's these 2 New Zealand boats, Andrew, are into the picture.
Well,
Yamaha.
it feels like home, you know, southwesterly wind and cold rain.
Well,
yeah, could be on Auckland Harbour, you know.
But Yamaha's a clear second now.
Yeah, he's jumped.
He is really smoking.
Yeah, they've done really well, haven't they?
Yeah.
Howie Hamlin's hanging in there too.
He sailed a pretty good course up. He stayed more to the eastern side then, I think, Warwick,
Yeah.
and that paid at the end, I think. It didn't pay early, although he's down on a bit of a header now, but Yamaha standing away on port, a clear second. And then Howie Hamlin in Harkham would be third, and then perhaps Asco. Oh no, Appliances Online up there with C-Tech and...
Appliances in the
Tell you,
next
there's some
race.
smart players in this group, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, Howie having a shock attack.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we got it on.
poor tack
Screen.
there, very bad tack. Still not right. But it's Cooper's Rag and Famish who's keeping on.
Yeah.
He's got a nice lead. Asco approaching from the stern.
Got to get a bit closer to the action.
As we said earlier, Warwick, will be interesting to see after they go to this turning mark and run back down towards the starting area where they've laid that leeward mark with the Queen Elizabeth, that huge ship in the on the race course.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on it before the start where that was.
And here's Asco, yesterday's invitation heat winner. They're
What a great race, guys. Look at this. I mean,
fantastic.
battle here. I mean, okay, Cooper's out the front a little bit, but, you know, Asco, Team USA, C-Tech, Yamaha, Thurlow, Appliances, Smeg, Yandu. Now, let's watch this, whether, you know, Smeg can chip away and peel this off. Peel a few places back. Compass, who they were with before, are a long way behind them now. So these guys are one of the chip away kings on the Smeg. Lee Napton, Ricky Bridge, Mike McKenzie. Going forward, guys. Noakes here coming up in this pack, doing well actually.
So he's in 10th, was the
Yeah, right.
come through well.
They
And
have come through.
and DeLonghi's out there as well. So that,
but it's a big fight for the podium, isn't it?
Well, you wouldn't, you couldn't pick
Just
it
going
yet by any
forward,
means.
Christoph.
No, plenty of racing to do.
Yeah, indeed. As the rain continues and there's more all over the city now. You can hardly see the city from Rose Bay where we are off Nielsen Park, Steel Point. And I think at the moment that the battle is for the minor placings, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I mean, Coopers is nicely in control of the race, but still not even halfway through as yet.
As soon as Noakes gets across our bow, we might head up there and
Yeah.
get this, try and write down some places, because I think there's going to be a fair bit of shuffling through this race.
Good shot of Noakes Youth there, standing away towards Shark Island.
I'm very soft off Shark Island. Just out of shot. Our race lead is very soft. Thurlow, Asco also. Things down in this weather, but we'll do our best to remember who is who at this top mark. The Rag and Famish about to go around, attacking any moment now.
Oh, Jack nearly fell off. Wow. A little one foot off the wing job. Now, Thurlow, well, let me tell you, Nearest damn it, back to second.
Say with that, fucker.
Thurlow Nearest back to the podium,
Yeah, right.
in this beat. Not quite, but Yamaha, I think, is going to get there second by the look of it. And they are quick through the water, the Yamaha.
And the other thing is, Bucko, look how tight this angle is.
Oh, yeah,
at the
no,
moment.
it's a jib reach at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, depending on where the mark is, and I must say, I didn't see it either. So.
Yeah, this could throw in another bit of a joker here.
So the Asco had to duck Thurlow. Thurlow on fourth. Yamaha second, cleanly. Appliances hasn't done well at that beat.
So, in terms of the nations, Australia first, New Zealand second, New Zealand third, Oz fourth, fifth, and then USA sixth.
The Asco also pretty good up the beat, in summary, yeah?
So, but that was interesting. Like there was that run and that beat were great with the options that were available.
Amazing. But look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The end result, wow.
But it's just a main and jib reach now. Back to the leeward mark.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll get spinnakers on, Andrew? It's hard to say.
No, it looks not.
I
And,
think we'll get Yandu and then go through the pack again, eh, boys?
Yep.
So where's Yandu, Shippers, in your numbers then?
I'm just
Ninth,
getting.
I think. That's ninth, I think.
So that's your top 9.
Yep.
Okay, as we got it, we had Coopers at
Yep.
the Shark Island mark. Coopers, Yamaha, C-Tech, Asco, Thurlow Fisher, Howie Hamlin, USA, Smeg, Appliances Online, and Yandu.
Yep.
So they're just smoking down now to
We're
two sail
shooting at
reaching.
the back on the runner, I think, or something. We're not shooting what Crystal's.
Oh, the Asco just had a pit stop, was. That's costly.
What?
We're on the Smeg. So they're fully pressed there. I tell you, from
Big
last
arms
year, the
here.
Yamaha was very good at two-star reaching, and not particularly sure why, but they just were.
Right. So let's punch through this. We'll just keep going through these guys.
But
Try
what
and
we've
catch
seen
up to
there
the
is
leader.
Thurlow get past Asko pretty readily. Asko just having one wing drop and one, little pit stop. So we've got Howie Hamlin on screen. He looks pretty good too.
Asko having a bit of a wild ride there, not looking 100% settled in my eye. This is a very difficult point of sail in a native stiff, that is for sure.
Yeah, as we often observe, the hardest thing.
Yeah, they're
The
getting some
hardest
good
thing.
depth there, Bucko, Asko. So this will be the question, where is this mark? Where have they laid this mark? Okay, I've got it, it's right on our bow, so it's on they've moved to the eastern side of the ship. So that's fair, that's good.
Wow.
So no real changes down that reach.
No, but the big move has been Yamaha. I think he's closed the distance on Cooper's Rag and Famish. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
He's almost halved the distance. And just off Bradley's head now, the C-Tech. As the rain continues to tumble down, we've got Rag and Famish about to go round the fourth mark. Cooper's Rag and Famish, he's around with the monstrous Queen Elizabeth in the background.
So Pete, that's a pretty big first lap, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hey, what a beauty.
What's that,
I
Bucko?
said
It
it's a
had
pretty
everything.
Big first lap.
Yeah.
had a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But gee, you'd have to say this Yamaha's impressive.
It's gone quite soft here, guys.
Yeah.
Light air.
Yeah.
Light air now. For the-
But they're all on second rig, so
this
it's
speed.
all...
It's all equal, isn't it?
Yep.
Yamaha second round, then C-Tech, Thurlow Fisher.
And Pete, you missed the most important thing, somebody getting married on Bradley's head.
Yeah, they're a lovely day for it. Lovely day for it.
They'd be happy with
Might
their
go
work.
in and have a drink with them
The
after
dress
the
will be
race.
looking good after it. So I just got to get out of here, boys.
What about the mascara?
Can I
on
have a
them?
look at Yamaha was just from behind? Would that be all right?
We're just at the Leeward Market at Athol, and we've
Jesus,
got Thurlow
they're well
Fisher
out of-
just going round in fourth place, and Asko will come through in fifth.
Sorry, guys. I'm
Quite soft, as Warwick was saying up here now.
really soft.
And the Coopers probably won't enjoy this. I tell you who will enjoy it. It's the Yamaha. And they're
Might just stay with the leaders here, guys, eh?
pretty nice downrange. Well, let's get up close.
So we're going back up into Double Bay now.
Yes.
And we just do it again, really, the course. And then another long run back down to Obelisk Bay. And it's we're looking at Yamaha and Coopers and C-Tech standing away on starboard tack, heading towards Point Piper. Well under the mark. They're no chance of laying it.
Breeze going back to the right though, Pete, a bit here.
Yeah. Up and down pressure though, Andrew. Look, they're down pressure at the moment.
Two strings.
Yep. Up, down, in, out. Throw it all about.
Awkward
Come a
stuff.
little bit wider, Christoph, to pick up Yamaha and C-Tech as well.
And they're the three leaders.
Not far to the top mark here. It's very short beat, this one.
Yeah, but it's light up there, Warwick. Look at it. Up under Clark Island. If you get your lanes right here, you'll make big gains. And conversely, if you get them wrong, you could be...
Bit of pain there.
Yeah, Pete, looking at that, it looks like it might favour a port tack leyline approach. Less wind on the other side of Clark Island, it seems.
going for a port tack approach, Bucko, okay?
Yep. And so's everybody else, though.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Just copying
You can't
us.
be wrong. You can't be wrong.
Copying us.
God, how did you ever win a world championship? How many did you win? 200 of them? Oh.
I love it. I love it.
Right, Yamaha's still going.
All right, we're on Coopers and Yamaha here, Bucko.
Cooper's a...
See, C-Tech out of shot has come back. It's tacked and are very low. They come back on the shocker.
Okay, here's Cooper's just tacked,
Yes,
Warwick.
yes.
And Yamaha's going to stand on a little, you'd think. Are they over the mark? Or that? No, it's just
No, but
gone
look at-
light again, hasn't
Yes, Chippers. They're not even pulling a string.
it? No, it is
3 men in a
super
boat.
light. Super light.
Yeah.
Yamaha's up, pressure. Anyone go out to the right, Andrew? No, not really, no.
Can't find Thurlow Fisher despite standing up and having a look, so we're not sure what's going on there.
There's the leader, he's just waffling along. There's
Christoph's
not
gonna run out
massive
of,
pressure. It's,
room here. I'm going to have to come around, guys. Sorry.
there's
Oh, there's the Thurlow, sorry, yep, they've turned up.
yeah, they're. This is going to be very close at this mark, Andrew. I think at the moment Thurlow, Cooper's Rag and Famish will lead, but Yamaha's going to be right on his hammer.
Yeah, right. They're just chomping away, aren't they?
Yeah, they're quicker through the water than
Yeah.
everybody at the moment. The
Yeah,
Yamaha.
they're-
Great job.
Doing more than chomping, I think. They're
Yeah.
really smoking.
Just on those weights, I've got a feeling that those guys are a little bit lighter than the Coopers guys.
I can tell you that what that is if I could find my sheet, Warwick.
Yeah,
It's in the
I've got
waterproof
plenty of
container, Shippers.
laminated things, but they're
Well,
all
I know
stuck
you did, but
together, shipway.
More trouble than the early explorers it was here.
Oh, here we go. I've got
You got
one. Yeah, Coopers, they're running at 265 kg, and Yamaha are running at 250. Yep, so 15 kg lighter, which is going to be helping them in this marginal second rig stuff.
Big Pete Harris on Coopers will be adding
Yeah.
to the weight factor.
Yeah.
There
So
they go.
really, what, 2-3 boat lengths in it now.
Yeah. Cooper's tacked on starboard to round the mark, just in front of him. There's Yamaha. He had to
Yeah, right.
dip behind him, so it's a boat length. isn't it?
Yes.
Yep. And they've extended on the pack. So Spinnaker's up, down to Obelisk again in not much pressure.
Yep. And C-Tech lost a fair bit by taking earlier than those two, but Thurlow up into fourth.
I think Thurlow into third, possibly even was.
Yeah. Well, they have to watch it. They don't want to go getting themselves into trouble.
Ah, they're pretty careful. These
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Crocos
They're good
pretty-
operators. But look at a little bit to the right, out of shot.
yeah.
Boats coming in on port with no rights, but it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
The starboard tackers with chutes are having to sort of dodge their way
Thurlow
through
up to
everything.
third. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So they second to what? Seventh or something, weren't they?
Yeah,
Eighth,
yeah.
Up into third.
Briefly sixth, anyway.
And look at there's not much wind at all. And Spinnaker's
No.
caught. And there's Asco's after
You know,
C-Tech.
wet shoot, hard to set. Everybody having trouble with that.
We nearly got ran into by a coach boat, boys. That old trick. Watch the sailing and don't watch where you're going.
That's right.
Smeg's made an improvement. He's got up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th.
And where were they before?
They were down at about 8th or 9th.
Yeah, right.
Of course, he had that kerfuffle at this mark the first time when that had a bit of an altercation.
Yeah.
Wind, not
Yeah,
much
well,
wind. Asco's
a little bit of an
round.
altercation.
Smeg's got no wind at all at the mark. Just getting round now. Appliances Online will be next. Noakes Youth's made some improvement, Warwick.
Yeah,
He's
they're
done
chipping
well.
away.
Yep.
That was the objective this week. No matter what happens, always look forward and
Yeah.
just chip away.
So,
But look how soft it is. Like,
Yeah.
you know, this is crazy.
And here we go. The appliances having a shot at the title. Jibe set.
Yeah.
And Weedy would know.
Nothing conservative
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, well, he's got to
But
do
why
something.
would just Jibe set back into no pressure?
I think he's it looks scary to me, but anyway. They haven't cheated. I don't know what's going on there.
So just recapping there at the mark, Cooper's led from Yamaha. They're a boat length or two apart. Thurlow Fisher was the third, C-Tech fourth, Asco, Smeg and Appliances Online. as they go down the harbour with not much wind. Look at it in Double Bay here, Andrew. It's you'd be lucky to have 6 or 7 knots of wind.
Yeah. So this is going to turn into a very awkward last lap for these guys.
So what's the top 10 on that one?
He just got there but I think 9th is Team U. Oh, hang on, 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
Noakes got himself up to 9th.
yeah.
The
Woody's 10th.
Woody dropped out back a bit there, and Yandu.
Yeah, Woody's 10th, really. Yep.
What's that?
Yandu's 10th, yep.
Yeah.
Let's punch out.
Yeah.
It's tricky here.
Let's go and rejoin the fleet,
I
eh?
want to get out of this group, but we're a bit restricted.
And I know we can't see it on screen, but have a look over Double Bay again, Andrew. There's a big cloud and pouring with rain again.
About to get more wind again eventually here.
So expecting more wind or less
No,
wind?
the wind will build back on the front of this bit of rain a little, and also build as we go away from the city.
Yeah, it's a shocker. Sorry. I'll turn them off, didn't I?
Big jibe angles.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Yeah, I'll head down to the. Yeah, I'll come down to the.
Just looking at the boats that jibed early and went in towards Bradley's Head, and they're just coming round the headland now. You can see with the red spinnaker there, Smeg. Vance is on line behind him. Noakes Youth have stood out a little bit further and they've done okay, and Yandu's about to come round to the Bradley's Head light, but that's Smeg we're looking at the moment. She would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th, I would say, Smeg, and Appliance is on line just behind her.
It's like we're getting little groups now, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
That Rags and Yamaha battle, they're sort of extended away a little bit. And then you've got the next group is really Thurlow,
But
C-Tech is it, and ASCO, and then you've got this group here of Smeg.
so these boats
Noakes Youth
that
and
boats that jibed early didn't do as well.
Yeah,
You know, ASCO.
started away from the pressure, I think.
Yeah. See, ASCO and Smeg were relatively close together then, and ASCO's
Yes.
just opened way out on him.
Yeah, right. Well, I think you get that funnel of pressure out of Rose Bay. If you look to your right, it's out of shot. Look at how much pressure Howie Hamlin's got out there.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, like
and a little bit to
starting
do,
away from it.
a little bit to do with the front of the next cloud as well. There was, but yeah, they did go the wrong way. Those guys that went on the forward, pretty clear.
So let's head up to our leaders again. But yeah, he's got massive pressure over there, Howie. And Compass as well is out of shot. It's coming back with good pressure. Now these boys are starting to pick it up. Florence is online, has got it. Smeg very bow up though.
Yeah, that's the problem. He is bow up. The others, Howie's bow down. So
Yeah,
big gain there
big game.
on the ones that went towards Rose Bay rather than Bradley's Head.
And we're on Howie at the moment. Look, they're driving back. They like that. They're going back for more.
And a fearless prediction up here. I think Yamaha is in front up here. Andrew, it looks pretty.
All right, we'll put the power down and get up with that group. But I do like these runs where you get options.
Yeah. The leading group are going into Chowder Bay or Clifton Gardens And there's three of them there. There's Yamaha, Cooper's Rag and Famish, and C-Tech. They're the three leading groups as we see Yamaha jibing. This will tell us. No, I think he's still behind Cooper's. Cooper's jibed on his bow. Not much in it, but it is still Cooper's in front.
See, Pete, you know, even predicting, as Groucho Marx said, even predicting the past is quite dangerous. Don't try to predict in the future.
They're the three leaders. Two New Zealanders and an Australian boat. So the Kiwis are doing a fine job in this first race of the JJs. It's pressure's up and down. You can see Cooper's have to put the bow up there to.
Yeah, the breeze Pete now in the right. So Thurlow, whilst they're a little bit behind, are coming on the right jibe and laying into the bay of where the obelisk mark is. Nice bit of wind. Good header on port jibe. So that's still a pretty tight group. There's not 40 seconds or 30 seconds or 40 seconds gap between those first four boats.
Yeah, they've come down. Really nice pressure, haven't they, on that one, Thurlow?
Yeah. They mucked it up a bit earlier though. You didn't see was, but they were, you know, they were up to third.
Closer.
But I think they're on the right side of this last one. So I think
And out of shot, the guys are quite lifted and soft.
yeah. I mean,
Rags and
Asco
Yamaha.
by comparison, Warwick is you know a minute upwind, back upwind of us now. So I'd say the podium is in front of us here. These guys.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yamaha in good pressure.
Oh, look at this.
Like the
you can't
native-
pick it up, guys.
What's happening
But there's
here?
a canoe race, and there's about 70 of the suckers, all in day glow, on our bow.
Are we being invaded? What's happening here?
It is.
It's an invasion.
And these guys have to somehow get through this.
Oh
This
my
is no
God.
joke. This is no joke. This is a wall of them.
Get down there, what?
Just to make things a little bit more confusing, I hope we can go, yeah, we're starting to slowly get this on screen. I mean, we won't be able to get through. It's a
Sydney-
freight train.
Sydney Harbour on a Saturday. It's a good
It's a
place
2
to
kilometre
be.
freight train.
Get your guns out.
You get the Bentley out. Look, and C-Tech's having the flag.
C-Tech.
It's like little chicanes
Yeah,
in
well,
there.
while this has all been happening, Yamaha's in front here, Andrew.
Yeah,
He's,
got it. Got
This
it.
is,
Oh, he's
this
had to
is
drive
awesome. Look,
away.
Yamaha's driving away.
There's just a wall of canoes.
This could
What
be the
are they
game
doing?
changer.
What are they doing? Well, it was just literally he had to jibe out because he couldn't get through.
Yeah, exactly.
He could have had to walk over them.
But he's going to find a gap further down.
Yeah.
Yamaha driving back now out of shot. This is nuts. I've never seen this.
No.
How are we going to get through?
Are you sure they're friendly? I want to make sure they're friendly.
We have a shot at this, boys.
Yeah, stir them up.
And plenty of yelling encouragement from the canoeists as well.
Yeah, here he goes. Yamaha's going to get through here.
Nice gap.
Amazing. But Cooper's away to the left. He's bowed down too. It's. I think Yamaha's still be in front, Andrew.
Easily.
There's still these canoes. Where
What
are they
happens-
coming from?
This is bizarre. And they're going to have to find a gap when they get round the bottom mark to punch back out again.
I was going to say, I'm not sure the canoeists are privy to the rules of the road necessarily, Shippers, do you think? Yamaha's going to lead here by a good
Yeah.
20 seconds in
But
fact.
all the fleet behind us, which we obviously can't see at the moment, have got to thread their way through these canoes or outriggers, or whatever they are.
Yeah, outriggers.
Outriggers. Oh, so Yamaha's got a nice lead. He's
Yeah.
round, comfortable,
Yeah.
nice drop. And Thurlow's, hang on, there's canoes in our sights here. Ooh.
Thurlow in third.
Thurlow's into third.
Still an obstacle course, though, Pete, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yep.
So,
So I'd say Yamaha first, Rag second, Thurlow still in third, C-Tex still in fourth. C-Tex closed up to
who's
Thurlow
winning
a
the
bit.
canoes, though, Warwick? Who's winning the canoes?
It's Mollymook.
Who cares?
Mollymook.
Yeah,
Who cares?
What are those fools doing?
Oh,
The yachtsmen were mad.
that
These
was
blokes
just
are
fantastic.
crazy. Anyway, there's back to the yacht race.
Look
Yamaha's
at,
nice jump. Oh, here's a collision coming up.
Yeah, Noakes Youth is on fire down
Noakes
here.
has done a terrific job.
They've got, now they're just going to be calm here. This is a fair bit of traffic.
Yeah.
Get the job done. Jibe drop inside Howie, but they're going to be both very square. Asco coming in. I don't think Asco's got, Bucko, what's your call? Asco got rights?
Yeah, I think he has.
He's on opposite Jibe. Was he overlapped going into the zone? I think
Yeah.
he will.
Yeah.
We're on this yet.
Oh,
Good.
Noakes
Oh,
Youth.
no, get that
A
shooting.
Bit of action here
Yeah,
at the
look.
mark. There's
No,
someone's in.
No, it's a cluster.
Howie's tipped
Howie's
over.
gone.
Howie Hamlin's gone.
Asco on
Asco,
port.
they're all tangled up. Smeg did a good job. Napo did a terrific job there. He held back, went wide, and then dipped in. Great job, Smeg.
So,
Nice job.
yeah.
Wow, what's going on?
They're still caught up. Are they
Yeah.
caught up? I think now they're free.
That was
Yeah,
what
what's
was going
broken? Is anything broken? That's the thing. That was a bit dodgy, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't
Oh, hang
quite
on,
see
look.
it at 3 lengths, I must say.
They're doing a penalty turn.
Okay, he's going to do it.
Okay.
So I reckon that Reese would have pulled that. Said, let's just not muck up our regatta early.
Yeah.
If there's any doubt.
Oh, look at it now.
Smart, but
Yeah, smart move.
oh, look at
Chips.
Woody! Look at the Yando's
Yeah.
in. Oh, no!
And
DeLonghi.
DeLonghi's caught T-Bone Lumix.
It's all happening. It is
Yeah.
all happening.
Lumix is caught up. Howie's still in trouble. He
Yeah.
can't get around the mark because of the others.
Line 7's
So
clean.
you pick that
Howie's
up
not
like
round
Howie
yet.
has to go around again.
Woody's in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah,
He-
Woody's upside down.
upside down. He's gone the wrong side of the mark. DeLonghi's head to
Look
win
at
going
this.
backwards.
Oh,
DeLonghi's about to go over.
I can
no,
see two
Kitchen
guys
Maker.
on here,
Lumix is in. Kitchen
Yeah.
Maker's clean. Yeah. Something's.
Impalement.
yeah.
Yeah, they're.
So was Breeze, while all that was going on, Breeze
we-
back to the
there's-
right and
There's
Bill.
more drama coming. Knight Frank, he's got a bit on.
Yep.
Is the English boys, they've got a bit on too. Meanwhile,
Oh,
they're in. They're in.
GBR.
Oh,
That was a late drop disaster.
Howie Hamlin's just avoided Woody, who's upside down. There's two boats still tangled up. DeLonghi and Lumix are still joined at the hip. They're trying to untangle each other. I think the bow pole's tangled up. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Gee, that was very costly for a lot of boats there. A lot of
Very
boats.
messy.
can't be careful enough.
No.
So what I can see, Berger, Cam, where's Woody? Peroni's. I can hear Nick Daly yelling. He's in trouble. Like this is going to get tight. Watch this, Triple M and Peroni.
Oh.
Man. And to let you know, Lumix, DeLonghi still locked together. We've got 3 guys. You count 3 guys on Yandu.
Warwick, have we got 3 on Yandu?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to look.
Yeah, I
here.
can see 3.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
Woody there. Yeah, he's right. He's
Righty,
right.
hang
he's
on
right.
the rudder.
So good.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, let's head up. That was some
Yeah.
good action there,
Well,
boys.
fabulous action, as they say. But
At the freight train, we had crashes, multiple crashes.
I could put
Like-
it all down to those canoes or
Yeah,
outriggers,
yeah.
those fools of boats.
It's like NASCAR.
Yeah. What were they doing?
Wow, there's some broken carbon anyway, isn't there, men?
But DeLonghi and is still tangled up. Breeze is up again.
Yeah.
Well, that had everything.
That did have everything.
Breeze is up and pretty far right, Pete.
Yes, it is right again, isn't it?
So to let you know,
No, the snag up here was.
Smeg and Noakes gone western shore. All the rest are elected to go the eastern shore. So I think we'll follow the freight train up the left-hand side, or the fleet on the left, and have a look how everyone's going. Precinct, one again.
More rain coming. Smeg looks good in the right up here now.
Yeah.
No, he's up off George's Head and no Youth. They're away to the right as we pass the Narrabeen, the Manly Ferry. You can see Smeg there. He's very high in the groove and he's got himself back into about 5th place, I think. Breeze is right up again.
Yeah.
Most we've seen all day, really.
Yeah, you're right, Chip.
Yeah. Good 15, 18 knots now.
And I tend to agree with you that this spread's gone well, right? Like no suit, also, and a little bit out of shot. They're flogging their main a little bit at times.
But Yamaha has just smoked them. He's standing in towards Nielsen Park. He's opened up a very big lead.
Yeah, amazing. God.
Here's the defending champion, Smeg. He got himself out of real trouble at that leeward mark. Everyone was in more trouble than the early explorers, but he's kept his cool and he jibed late and went right round the outside and then ducked in.
Yeah. So here we are, guys. Here's the lineup. The two guys on the right-hand side, just back on the starboard tack, Thurlow and Coopers, who were 2nd and 3rd at the mark. Yamaha, I think, is gone. This is the battle for the podium here. Thurlow, Coopers, Sea-Tech and Smeg. Asco and Appliances in yelling distance, but that's about all.
There's a...
How critical? Gotcha. Just going to get the Asco.
Just seeing Sea-Tech crossing Smeg there. Smeg standing into Nielsen Park, Steel Point. Sea-Tech going out to Mid-Harbour, where he'll engage with Coopers, who's 2nd, and Thurlow Fisher, who's 3rd. So Sea-Tech would be 4th, Smeg 5th.
Appliances 5th.
And then probably Appliances online, Asco, and then Noakes Youth.
But what?
We're just going in towards Nielsen Park, avoiding Noakes Youth.
Very
It's
fresh.
Yamaha, who's just tacking away in the distance in quite brisk conditions now, and he's got a very nice lead, Andrew.
He's gone.
Yeah.
That's the yacht race. It's over, I think, from that standpoint. Smeg in nice flood tide and plenty of wind at Nielsen Park. Not in shot. Oh, you left of the shot. Cooper's in shot, and Noakes Youth here.
Geez, it's fresh down this left side.
Yeah, bit
Yeah,
of
pressure.
current going upwind there, Warwick, as well. So water rough, because that's a fairly strong piece of current against Nielsen Park.
So,
So did you guys pick up whether, I mean, okay, Noakes had to do a 360, but Smeg and Noakes went up that western shore a bit for a while early. The other guys were east. Did you pick up any differential in gain?
No, look, it doesn't look like that was a determinant, really.
Western Shore looked good early, but I think it probably's evened itself out a fair bit.
Well, we might head up to our leader,
Yeah, he's
Yeah. See if we can go by the back of Thurlow, maybe, was.
standing into Rose Bay now. There's more wind coming, no doubt about that. There's plenty for everyone now. We're off Nielsen Park looking back at Noakes Youth. They're just tacking to come around Steel Point. They've done a pretty good job, those boys, considering they did a penalty turn at the leeward mark.
Copy. So just to let the viewers know at home, August wet weather's playing havoc with their electrics. We've run off one of our main cameras at the moment, so we've got Christoph Lebeau for a France just standing in the well. shooting freehand, so doing a great job. And we're just trying to reboot that and rectify that situation.
Got Furlough Fisher in vision now. He's in third spot. Considering that he, if you remember, he capsized at the first mark, at the first leeward mark. He's done a powerful job to be into third place now. Challenging for second, but it's still Cooper's a clear second. You'll see Cooper's coming off the shore here shortly, going across in front of Furlough Fisher, and in the distance, also on starboard tack, is the race leader Yamaha.
So we're just coming in some pretty bad rain here, which is we're dealing with it all today.
Yeah, we've got a bit of degradation, I was.
Yeah. So I think we'll just follow Furlough for a bit.
Yeah, this would be a good enough shot.
Yamaha is just tacking and heading back towards Shark Island.
Are we on double time, or are those new rates come in and we don't get the full penalty today?
No, that's for Sundays only, Pete.
Oh, Sundays only, is it?
Sundays only.
Yeah. We'll have to bring it in for Saturdays, I think. Wow, look at the city.
We'd probably, our bonus would be one of those pairs of shoes that we wear.
Yeah, plenty of those. But you cannot see that. We're at just at Nielsen Park, Rose Bay, and you're looking back towards that famous city and the Opera House. You cannot see it. It's disappeared into the rain. But meanwhile, the race goes on and Yamaha keeps on keeping on.
Yeah.
He's tacked.
Almost had a nice heading up this.
Well, he's just had to tack.
Yeah, he's tacked us it's away from this.
Alright, I'll go up to Yamaha.
Okay, and we're going
Pick
to.
them up.
Wow.
So just to recap where we are in this race in terms of the course, we're about 250 metres from the top mark for the leader, then it'll be a 2-sail reach down to the Queen Elizabeth mark, let's call it today, and then up to the finish. So a pretty trying day for all involved. So Cooper's still in, Rangapava's still in second place. Yamaha should be setting up any second now.
Yeah, there he goes. He just tacked to lay the mark at Shark Island, and then it's 2-sail reach back towards the Queen Elizabeth, the ship.
Yeah.
Turning mark there, then the shortish beat to the finish. So without putting a mocker on him, he's in pretty good shape, I'd say.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good shape.
And what a great way to open his account for this year. They look very slick indeed.
He's overcooked a little, but that doesn't matter. He's just reaching now to round the mark and the famous totem pole at Shark Island.
The totem pole.
And then at the distance, in the grey mist and gloom, you can see the Queen Elizabeth, and just in front of, or on the side of her, is the next turning mark for Yamaha. But he's on his way, and he's got a
copy.
He's got a good lead now, Andrew.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
We're getting low battery on Christoph.
Race now for third, really. I think Coopers looks like they're in control of that at the moment.
Geez, Yamaha got a big lead, haven't they?
Yep.
Copy.
Tell you what, the Smeg's making a fist of it as usual. Was
Yeah. Chipping away.
amazing.
After all the problems they had early on,
Show of respect from the Furlough
fourth,
boys.
they're up into fourth place.
So
Oh
there's,
no, fifth.
there's Rag just going round in second, and that's
Yeah.
it's a good lead. The leader's well past Shark Island now. Rag just 2 sail reaching for the next mark. Thurlow Fisher will be third, and then close for fourth between Smeg and SeaTech, the other New Zealand boat. Of course, Yamaha from New Zealand. As we look in the distance towards Bradley's Head, he's powered right up, 3 strings, just doing it nicely. So Smeg will be fourth.
Yep. Good job.
SeaTech will be fifth, and that group have got out nicely. And then Noakes Youth, I would think, possibly Warwick could be next.
Yeah, they've done a good job.
They've
of
done a great job.
chipping away.
Yep.
I mean, they were deep on that first
Yep.
windward beat, and then
Yeah, them and
360 at
Appliances
the
and
bottom.
Asco's gone back a
Second
little.
time.
Appliances Online has
Yeah.
gone back.
Asco's, they're surprised. They have gone back, haven't they?
Yeah. Okay, so there's SeaTech just around. So that's the top 5. Yamaha, Thurlow Fisher, Coopers, Thurlow Fisher, Smeg and SeaTech. And we're thinking probably
No, there's nothing in between Asco.
Asco, Appliances
Asco
Online and
Appliance
Noakes
Online
Youth.
has got enough room to duck somebody at least.
So Noakes has rights, but
He hasn't got any wind though.
Yeah, I know. And has he daxed?
The Appliance is going to
He's
get
tacked
there
shallow. The appliances are
fifth, I can tell
reaching.
you.
Yeah, no, he'll get there. Noakes is fine. He's up well over the mark, I would think. Yeah, he's fine. It's just a 2 sail reach now, so that's a close battle for sixth. So
That's sort of the closest battle
Yeah.
out of the top 10, isn't it?
more breeze coming too out of Double Bay.
Yeah.
But just watch that. Appliances is more apparent, and Windward Boat has just been able to step over them all. And
Okay,
step
so
into the
that's
pressure first.
Compass Global Markets is next, then the Kitchen Maker, then Line 7, and then the rest are a fair way back. So these 3 are now starting to get into this increased pressure. And it's a hard angle, Andrew, to sail, isn't it? Without the spinnaker, and
This is the toughest
2
thing
sail
to do
reaching.
for a variety of reasons.
I'm not interfering with anyone's ships.
You know, the skipper's got to push the bow up when the wind goes away.
Yep,
Both
so-
sails have got to get trimmed in. And hard work particularly for the mainsheet guy.
Ooh, Asco doing a big gold out in that pressure. Wanted to get a bit of separation there. Whitty just starting a bit of a straighter line, same as Noakes. Youth.
not that much pressure after this puff here. Again, it's light up in Double Bay and towards the finishing line at the moment.
Yeah, looks like the leeward edge might pay a bit here. Not too much going to happen, I don't think.
Just on Asco here at the moment. He just Sevi Jarvin on the sheet, Geronimo Harrison forward hand, Marcus Ashley Jones.
Trying to get away through, not interfere with
Noakes has done
compass.
well, held his nerve and has got his nose out in front. Meanwhile, in the distance, it's Yamaha. It's all Yamaha.
Are we on Crystal? A lot of water on his swans. There we go. Yeah. And here come our friends, shippers. Look at Bradley's head.
Oh no!
What do you
These
see, brother?
outriggers for Africa.
Dayglow Warwick.
Some are going the other way. They must be turning there, Warwick.
Yeah.
We'll go and cover them after we cover the 18s.
That's right. You can do that one on your own, Pete.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
And we're going to the wedding on Bradley's Head, aren't we, after this?
That's right.
Yeah.
Got to crash the
Covering
wedding.
some grandeur. We've got a busy schedule.
Yeah.
We're fully booked now.
Make sure the Vascara's not running.
Oh, classic.
So we're looking now at Noakes Youth,
Yeah.
approaching Bradley's Head.
And that Yamaha's around the mark. So we'll
The
just,
leader is around, you're correct.
Coopers
I
is
think we'll go
around
and catch
comfortably.
up with them, with give them due respect, and escort them back to the finish. So there have been good little sub battles going on all day.
So, Pete, not much going to happen up this beat. It's pretty much a one-legger, and unless something really strange happens, I think I'll finish in that order pretty much.
Yeah, the only battle probably, Andrew, is for third, perhaps Smeg and Thurlow.
Yeah, Thurlow's got about 20 seconds on him.
Yeah, but Smeg tacked early, so it just depends on what happens with the breeze. But at the moment, you'd have to say Thurlow is comfortably third, Cooper's second, and as we look at our race leader, and we would anticipate our race winner, I think, at this stage, with about 300 or 400 metres to go to the finish in the mouth of Double Bay.
Just only a couple of little tricky things here. A bit of light air, trying to negotiate.
That's dodgy. Yeah, man, it's crazy. And they're running that little aero sock down the bottom. See where the bang is?
Yep.
So that's, it's all over the place.
Yep, a bit of vacuum and then back to full pressure.
So David McDiarmid, Matt Stephen and Brad Collins on the Yamaha.
And they've worked hard all day. If you watch them, they've into the adjusting process pretty efficiently by the look of it.
I've just seen the finishing line pin go down, so they're not far off way for that.
No.
Okay.
Great position to be in, laying the finish almost, and no one close, smooth water.
Yep, they'll be loving this.
I reckon, Warwick, if you, Andrew and myself were there, we probably might even win from here, do you think?
Well, we could probably get it, as long as we didn't have to tack again.
That's right.
Or get on the trapeze, or get on, I'd be just sitting in the middle of the boat.
Or get Bucko to decide which weather model we're going to run in the last 100 metres.
That's been cruel, but I think it's a great job these guys have done. They were buried early and they just had good speed, good tactics, did everything right.
Yeah, well done.
They're obviously pretty fast through the water, Pete.
Yeah. If you've got a fast boat, you look pretty good.
Everything looks good, doesn't it?
They're coming up now. They've got about a couple of boat lengths to go, and the race is first. There's the hooter now. They're over. So first blood to the Kiwis.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yamaha, second last year in the titles, and now they're winning the first heat of the JJs. So very impressive performance.
Absolutely.
So let's get it turned around, was it?
Copy. Going to do 360
And we're
leftways.
just
Copy.
running on one camera at the moment. There's the committee vessel.
Shippers, I think I might bring the thermals tomorrow if it's going to be another day like today.
Well, you're the weatherman, Bucko. What's it going to be tomorrow?
Well,
Mate, with a warranty, we want
my inclination today was correct. It might have been better for Woody to have big sail. There you go. So
well,
at least it's right. Hello, the Thurlow has soaked a bit.
Hang on, what's happening here?
Smeg's up to third.
Wow.
Smeg, yes. Will he get? Or will he? He's a good battle. No. Coopers will be second.
Well, hang on. Smeg's have to tack again, obviously.
Yeah, Smeg will have to tack.
Now, what's going to happen here was Thurlow.
So Coopers is second.
Right.
Coopers is second. Here's a go for third. No, it's going to be.
You have to duck.
It's going to be Thurlow. Thurlow will just get round.
Never say no about the Smeg.
Yeah.
No, Thurlow. Fisher is third and Smeg is fourth.
Yeah.
So good comeback by both those two boats, Thurlow and Smeg.
And
a great job by Coopers. They were there or thereabouts the whole time.
so those three were very close together.
Yeah.
And then our next Kiwi entrant, C-Tech.
He's been the top half dozen the whole race. C-Tech. So
He's been six more or less all day.
yeah, he has. Yeah.
Alex Vallings, Shane Young and Scott Barnes.
And that might be Noakes Youth.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
Good
sneaked
job.
up.
Good comeback.
Yeah, terrific.
That's
Lucky they did the penalty, so there's no danger hanging over their head.
Exactly. Well, I can't be in neutral. Shit, so I've got alarms going.
Soft. And they've just got 3 springs, I think, the Noakes Youth, but they're...
Oh, no, it stopped.
And the appliances is next after them. So
Asco fell off a cliff, didn't it? Yeah, she was there and all the time and just got hammered. So that's the first race done. Not quite dusted yet, but done. Snokes just coming through now. Is he laying the line? I think he is.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done.
He's done.
job.
Appliances
Yeah.
will get 7th.
6th for Noakes. Appliances online will be the next.
Asco fading away as the day went on.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
Geez, Noakes did well. I didn't pick up what happened, so we were following the others. But remember, they were locked in battle on that last reach with the AOL and ASCO, and they've absolutely smacked both of them.
Yeah. Good speed.
well, they got in front of them on the reach. Well, so that when they went around
Yeah.
the bottom mark, they
I
were
didn't see them.
cleanly in
Yeah,
front
they
of
were-
them.
Yeah, by that much?
Yeah. No, and then they got first choice, and so
Right.
the other guys, Appliances, had to tack a couple more times to try and find a lane, you know.
Now the thing is here, there's going to be a question mark, I think, is what does Lee Napton do, you know, about that first mark incident? I mean, obviously they've beaten Compass. I don't think they're going to, with due respect, treat them as a big threat for the championship, but, you know, you got to, it gets a bit scrappy in this class occasionally.
Yeah, but if they did collide, then you've got to.
Yeah, well, they're obliged.
Protest it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Asco.
Asco
Yeah,
just
right,
in
Peter.
front of Compass. Wow.
And then Steve Quickly, the kitchen maker, next. He's done a good job.
Yeah, he's been battling all day in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Another veteran.
Bit
But
on the
fair to
radar.
say was a fair few guys took themselves out of the race at that bottom mark,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
they, with the collisions and so forth.
Yeah.
Well, look at Woody. I mean, he was
Yep.
in the top bunch the whole way, and he just got chicken winged up down there, and
Yeah.
there's collisions, and the Longy was in a mess. So then we got line 7 after the kitchen maker, Jono Whitty, and then after Jono is that Knight Frank, I think.
Yeah, the Kiwi.
And a big thank you to John O'Witty once again, who's been doing an enormous amount of work to bring us all this technology
Yeah.
that is fizzing away on this thing today.
He's come to Aero Media, I think. He sets everything up. So if we can just recap here, race 1 of the JJs, we had Yamaha of New Zealand first, Cooper's Rag and Famish second, Thurlow Fisher third, Smeg fourth, Seatech fifth, Noakes Youth sixth, 7th AOL, 8th ASCO, 9th Compass, 10th Kitchen Maker, 11th Line 7, and 12th was Knight Frank.
Knight Frank from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Then it looks like
And the
maybe-
margins, just talk about the margins, guys, a bit, because Yamaha did, you know, carve them up fairly easily in the last lap and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they got ahead, they really extended, didn't they?
Exactly. And Cooper's was there all day, so in a sense, Thurlow would be regretting their little swim at the bottom, which cost them a minute.
Yeah. Sure, but I
Oh,
tell you
every
what.
bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a low pain swim in a way, in that the chute was already basically in the boat.
Yeah, it was close, but it was a 1 minute swim, which is as good as you can possibly do.
Exactly.
You know.
And that's one of those things
But
we
it-
said, you know, they had to sort of basically jive at the last bit because they looked,
Yeah.
you know, they're in
That's
trouble
it,
and
but-
then doing that leeward drop and it
But
went
it-
bad. I think Nick Daly, who's a Triple M, and Nick Daly might be a little bit disappointed.
Oh yeah, Nick would be very
On
disappointed.
Peroni.
Disappointed with that, terribly, and so with the Triple M boys. And here's Howie.
Yeah,
Oh,
Howie.
Well, he
Yeah.
was mixed up in that kerfuffle at the leeward mark the last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
And where's Woody? I still haven't seen him.
yeah, right.
Oh, there he is, way back, just gone round the totem pole.
No way.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 So I wonder why that was, because I mean they.
Well, he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
upside
no,
down, and
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
disappointment.
that's painful.
Anyway, it's a discard.
Well, yeah, but you don't want to
don't
discard
like
in the
using him on the
first race,
first
do
day.
you?
No, but sometimes it's what happens, isn't it?
I think. All right, shippers.
Well, that's it.
Take us
From
out.
day one, it's been wet, it's been wild, it's been interesting, it's been a really good race, though, a terrific race. 2 general recalls, they finally got them away to on the 3rd time, and we saw Yamaha stamp his mark in the early stages of this series by winning from Coopers and Thurlow and Smeg. So that's it from Sydney Harbour. Wet and wild Sydney Harbour. We're going for a nice cup of tea, and we'll be back tomorrow at about 2:45 Sydney time for the second heat of the JJ. So on behalf of Warwick and Andrew, this is the Camera Cat, and see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and chips and